Hey gamers, what is good? This is Squirrely. Thank you so much for joining me as always. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this year has just been flying by like crazy, like it always does as you get older. But we're already in May, and it just feels like this year is going to just zip by. You're going to blink your eyes, and we're back in, time for Christmas and Smithmas, and then on to next year. But I wanted to take, a step back and look at what's happening in the world of TF2 because we actually have a lot to look forward to. And I think, if I'm being fair and objective as someone who's been playing TF2 on and off for, almost or well over a decade now, this game's getting pretty old. I think we're actually in a really good place, and it's too easy to always find someone complaining about Valve needs to fix this or change that, or we need better cosmetics or better war paints, or we need new maps, we need new weapons. Like, there's always something you can find to complain about, right? Or not be happy with, content with. But in my opinion, I think we're in a really good place, and I kind of just want to run through with you guys to see what you think. Am I crazy? Am I, just making stuff out of thin air, just Mr. Positive for no reason, or am I giving it, a really fair, objective outlook on the situation? Because honestly, from what I'm seeing, I've tried other games, I've bought other games, I've done a lot of other stuff. I keep coming back to TF2 for some reason. So in this video, I want to talk to you guys about my outlook for TF2 and the community in general and how things are going to look for the rest of the year because in my opinion, things are looking really, really bright. So the first and most obvious reason why I am really excited for TF2 in the rest of the year is simply based on the fact that we only have around, 6 or 7 months left in the year, and almost 50% of that time, we will have some kind of large holiday update going on. So there's 3 of them lined up that are confirmed, and we always get, luckily, Halloween or Scream Fortress, and we get Christmas or Smithmas at the end of the year. But there's been plenty of years where just nothing. It's just bone dry the whole year to the very end. That's when everyone plays and jumps on to see the new stuff, and then they just jump off again and wait another 6 or 7 months until something comes out. However, this year we have 3 large holiday-sized updates coming up. So summer is right around the corner. We're already in May, so expect the summer update to probably be, if they're on top of the ball, they're ahead of the schedule, maybe sometime in June or later early July. If they really drag it on until like August, then our last 3 updates are going to be like back to back to back. It's going to be crazy, but I mean, even if they spread them out a little bit, we don't have that much time. We're going to have the summer update, which they already confirmed. A lot of great community stuff coming out. Hats, probably unusuals, cosmetics, maybe some new maps, contractors, unusual effects, the regular shebang we get with all the holiday stuff. And I think the quality of stuff is looking better on the marketplace, the Steam Workshop. And just in general, it's such a fun time, in my opinion, to be playing anything related to Team Fortress 2 because everything's full. Everyone's jumping on to see the new stuff. They're spending money. They're hanging out with friends. They're playing Man vs. Machine. They're trying the new maps. So even if you're not particularly playing the holiday specific stuff, whether it's new maps or whatever, you can just play your regular whatever you want to play, Saxon Hail, trade servers, and there's just more people, more energy, fun vibes. It's just a great time to be in our community during any kind of update. You see lots of new faces. It's really, really good time to be on. And we have that 3 times coming up to the end of the year. So to me, that is super exciting. Even if, people think that the updates are a little bit underwhelming, it's still an update. It's still great to bring people together. So just to me, it's exciting. We have 3 large holiday updates coming. So around 50% of the rest of the year, there's going to be some kind of cool update going on. And if you guys like to unbox, good luck because that's also a fun time. If you like to unbox stuff and flip it for profit and just see all the cool new stuff, the community just continues to deliver. It is just so impressive. Going strong on 16 years now, TF2. Another reason why I'm optimistic and excited for the future of TF2, not just this year, but just going forward, is the fact that, at least for me personally, I feel like our server's in a really good place. Before in casual, I'd have to queue 8, 9, 10 times because there'd always be a bot or some human cheaters, or the server wouldn't fill up, or just something's going on. You have to keep requeuing and requeuing. You can't find a game at all. To me, at least, that doesn't seem to be the case. Maybe for you guys in different parts of the United States or other countries, maybe it's a little bit different. But I feel, at least for me, from what I've been seeing, I'm queuing at off hours, late at night, sometimes where there aren't as many people playing. And I'm having no issues finding games on, at least the more popular maps. Also, community servers seem to be, doing well and kicking strong. We've really stepped up in the community doing that stuff. Trading servers, Saxon Hail, custom maps. Like, honestly, anything you can think of now, it just feels like everything's in a good place. Not only just population-wise, but people, just in a better mood. And things are a little bit more under control than they were just a couple months ago. It just felt like it was treacherous to try to find a fun game and I have to constantly requeue. But for the most part now, I feel like I can log on Steam, load up TF2, and I'm in a game that's fun, very, very quickly. Something else to add on top of the servers being in a healthy and growing place, like I said, is I think the game in general TF2 is in a pretty good place as well. I mean, if you think about it, I don't recall any major weapon tweaks or nerfs or any large changes to the mechanics of the game, meaning I think we're in a pretty good place. Now, there's always a couple weapons or loadouts or things you could do that are cheesy or kind of unfair in some scenarios, but for the most part, outside a couple weapons that I think need a small tweak or a small nerf or buff or whatever, overall the game's going well. And it felt like, there was a while ago, if someone was running a certain loadout or someone really knew how to abuse a certain mechanic, like the entire game revolved around that, which is so frustrating. If you can remember when you used to wear Razorback, you could still be fully buffed. So if you just hung out with a medic or next to a sentry, there's nothing you can do. There's absolutely nothing you can do except hope that your sniper is better than them or hope that you get a random crit. Other than that, you're just sitting there, getting picked off left and right. But I think for overall, the weapons are in a good place. It's fun to play. You can figure out how to counter things now easier. And the weapons overall are just in an area where you don't feel like you die and it was too easy and it was too unfair and it was too cheap. Unless you get random crit, of course. But that's a different story for another video. And last but not least, of course, as you guys know, the community that we have is just unbelievable, whether you're into competitive, RGL always has events going on and tournaments and cups and regular season stuff. Also, now we have tons and tons of events going on with Man vs. Machines and charity giveaways and live streams and just the content that people produce, whether it's an event for something specific or making just cool new custom models, custom levels, charity events. Like I said, there's always something going on. It feels like it is so fun. Also, if you check on Twitter, we definitely have some of the best memes ever. Even to this day, I watch a video, whether it's TikTok or some kind of YouTube short or meme, and half the time I don't even notice, like, wait a second, that clip was from TF2. That sound effect was from TF2. Or that icon you used was from TF2. We're everywhere. Our community is like second to none. Really is amazing. So there's something out there for everyone. Like I said, the community continues to deliver and keep our updates going. And let alone whatever you're into, we kind of have something out there for everybody, I think. So I could definitely go on and keep talking about why I love this game and why I'm excited for it for the rest of this year. But I figured I would just get off my chest and share it with you guys because I think if you haven't played in a while or you left for some reason, give it a second chance. If you want to wait for the next update or whatever, that's totally fine. But don't give up on it right away because I think we're in a good place and we still have a bright future. And in a world where every new game that comes out seems to cost $70 and all the new content that comes out after that is also paywalled, it's really refreshing to have something like TF2 going strong, 15, 16 plus years that's technically still free to play. It really is amazing. All right, you guys, well, that's going to wrap it up for me. Thank you so much for joining me as always. And, I almost forgot to mention, I will very likely be building a new computer in the semi-near future. I'll probably be posting my progress on Twitter if you guys want to follow me on there. So if you are into new computers, your tech, I kind of want to spend the money to make a beastly computer so I can do fun stuff with you guys. But, yeah, I'll be sharing my progress on there. It's always fun to build a new rig. It's been a long time since I built my last one. So thank you guys for joining me as always. Again, have a great one. Hope to see you in casual. Don't forget to say hi and what's up. And yeah, let's have a great year together, guys. What do you think? Peace.
Sentry down! Yeah, man, this ain't looking good.